Item hash SCP-ES-19. Object class Safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-ES-19 is contained and located in the safe deposit box within the storage facility at Site-34. Any personnel interested in experimenting with SCP-ES-19 may do so by obtaining authorization from at least one Level 3 staff member. Only D-Class personnel are allowed physical access to SCP-ES-19. Description: SCP-ES-19 has the appearance of a pair of wireless headphones with AM/FM radio, also incorporating a red and black MP3 player of unknown brand and production year. It bears a few scratches and minor damage to the casing, produced during its recovery. SCP-ES-19 has the effect that, when tuning into any AM/FM frequency, different transmissions are perceived randomly. The duration of these transmissions are completely unpredictable, varying from a few seconds to consecutive hours. Most of the content of these messages narrate different scenarios about the demise of the human species, reported by various voices. Some of the messages indicate that these disasters occurred due to a number of different factors, some of which are other SCP objects, including some commonly seen as everyday and/or commercialized objects. A side effect of SCP-ES-19, displayed in approximately % of the subjects who listen to the broadcasts for at least 30 seconds, is a conviction in and focus on avoiding said catastrophes by preventing the occurrence of preceding events by either killing a person before their birth, destroying an artifact before it becomes a threat, or data expunged. Such subjects can be treated with Class A amnestics, with the exception of those with a history of mental problems, mainly those affected by obsessive-compulsive disorder, psychopathy and schizophrenia, for whom this condition becomes permanent. The reason behind the inefficacy of amnestic treatment remains unknown, though speculated to be a side effect of SCP-ES-19 on said group. Addendum: SCP-ES-19 was recovered from a warehouse owned by a shell company of Marshall, Carter & Ark Ltd. in the port of the City of Redacted, during a joint follow-up with members of the Global Occult Coalition, in order to ascertain, according to informants, the possible presence of SCP or SCP within that building. Shortly after surveillance began, a small group of armed individuals appeared and forced their way into the warehouse, initiating a firefight that resulted in data expunged, with minimal losses among the agents of the Foundation and the GOC. However, much of the stored material was lost, with the exception of SCP-ES-19 and some documents regarding potential customers that were recovered from among the remains. There were no survivors of among the aggressors, or any potential people inside who may have tried to determine whether SCP-ES-19 was the only example of its kind, or a part of a larger batch with more components. The incident was covered up as a gang turf war that ended with the destruction of the building due to a gas leak resulting from the shooting.